Hi, I kind of want to give you a little more clarification on this peer review process. It seems to be a bit confusing for some of you. So hopefully this will kind of clear things up a little bit. I figured a video might work where my text instructions have been sort of not as helpful. So here we go. I'm in a sandbox course. This is just a dummy course that I've enrolled both myself and Professor Turner into just for the sake of illustrating this. When you come into a course where you have a peer review that's due, you'll see that over here in your to-do list unless you click this X to hide it. So this is one way to access your peer reviews. You should see them over here. That's probably the quickest and the easiest way. Otherwise, if you don't do it this way, you can also access your peer reviews over in the assignments area. If you access your assignments or your modules, wherever those assignments are available, I have them available in the assignments section. And here are my assignments. I do have a peer review assignment here that I know I need to peer review. So for you guys, it would be going to your essay step 2, which is the peer reviewed assignment. You can access that, and as soon as you do, you will see your submission. As long as you've turned this in, you will see this submission box in the upper right corner. This says that it's turned in. Here are your submission details. And then here are your assigned peer reviews. So for me, I am supposed to review Diane for this. For you guys, you'll probably have 2 listed here. As long as this exclamation mark is here, then Canvas is telling you that you have not performed this review yet. So this needs to be done still before Canvas will actually mark it as completed. There are a few tricks to that. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the person's name to access that peer review. You're going to see their file here. You can click on this file and download that file to view it offline or print it off if you wanted to for some reason. But the easiest way to do this is to click on View Feedback. If you click on View Feedback, that's going to generate a preview of the document that you're going to do a peer review on. There's a lot of features here that you can use in order to provide feedback for your other fellow student. Up here there's a comment area, so if you access the comments with that drop down, you can then choose, say, a text comment, and then at this point you could actually highlight text and add some comments for that. This sounds good. That is one way to provide a peer feedback for your reviewee. You can do all sorts of different stuff. There's highlighting, there's drawing, so you can draw pictures and things like that if you want to with your mouse, strike out or highlight. There are all sorts of things here that you can do. So this is the way to perform give feedback within Canvas. Now you also have a file that Professor Turner has provided for you to fill out and then submit to the Step 3 assignment link. That will go to just for Professor Turner. So if you want to also provide that file for the people you're reviewing, which is part of the assignment, you're going to need to add that in the comment area here. This is a section for comments over the general overall comments of the assignment. Now you don't have to add this markup into the assignment like I showed you. All you have to do is you have to add at least one comment here before Canvas considers this peer review is completed. So this is all that's required. If you hit save at this point, your peer review would be done essentially. Canvas would consider that you've reviewed it and it's all good. This is a comment you've submitted, and that's fine. What I'm suggesting, the easiest way to actually get this feedback to your fellow student and to give them your review file is to click on the attach file down here in the lower right hand side. If I go ahead and click on attach file, it's going to ask me to choose the file, which I'll choose, and I'm just going to put anything in here. I'm just going to pick something like, there's my essay review paper. I'll go ahead and open that, and I'll save that, and then once I've done that, the person I'm reviewing, Diane Turner, Professor Turner, will be able to see the files that I've attached. Now it's important to take notice that after you've uploaded those files, they will not immediately show up to you. You will not see them. I was a bit surprised by that, so I did it a second time just to make sure. But I did submit the file. I did use the attached file, and I attached it, I saved it, all that. The first time around, you'll notice that it did not actually have this particular download link here. But now, since I've come back to it, now I can see that my submissions did attach to the comments area of this peer review. Now I'm looking at this assignment from the perspective of Professor Turner, and I can see now that she has turned this assignment in. I can access her submission details here. I can also perform a peer review on myself from her account at this point. I'm going to look at the submission details because this is how she or you are going to actually access those files that your other peer reviewers have attached to this submission for you. I'm going to click on Submission Details. And at that point, I can see that these comments were posted by James Long, and here's the file that he has attached. To download this, all you have to do is click on it, and that will perform a download of that file to your computer, which then you can go ahead and open up and read those comments.